Okay guys, this video is going to cover numbers 24 through 27. We're solving by factoring. I didn't put a separate section in here for factoring because if you can solve by factoring, then you can factor. So 2x squared plus 4x. There's two terms. It's not a difference of squares. It probably has the greatest common factor. The biggest number that we can divide both 2 and 4 by is 2. The biggest number we can divide x squared and x by is x. So we're going to actually divide that. So let's 2x times. So the first, it's like 2x squared divided by 2x. 2 divided by 2 is 1. X squared divided by x is x. Plus, then it's like doing 4x divided by 2x. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. X divided by x is 1. So we can make sure this makes sense. 2x times 1x is 2x squared. 2x times 2 is 4x. Okay, so we have these set equal to 0. I'm just going to mark back over this now. So I have 2 times 1x plus 2 equals 0. We can just draw a line. So either 2x equals 0 or x plus 2 equals 0. X equals 0, subtract, x equals negative 2. Now remember, we write these in the little squiggly brackets, so negative 2, 0. I'm not going to worry about which order you put those in as long as you get those two answers, so negative 2 and 0. 25, there's three terms. Now we got a factor. We're making that ACB chart. Remember we said we have this A times C of B right here. Multiply to get A and C. I'm sorry, multiply A times C and it needs to add up to give you B. So here, there's a 1A, B, C. So A times C is 1 times 7. And B is 8. Two numbers to multiply to give you 7 and add up to give you 8. Well, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 8. Okay, 1 and 7. We're going to make a box like the little Punnett squares. We've been working on those for a while. So I'm going to go up here. This is just a little reference for us. In here in this little box we have ax squared and we have c right here. So ax squared in this problem is just b squared. C is 7. And then we use these this 1 and 7 here. So 1b, 7b. Okay, now it's easier when it's just b because we can say b and b right here, but really we're looking at the greatest common factor. Well, the greatest common factor of b squared and 1b is b. The greatest common factor of b squared and 7b is b. So b times what gives me 1b? I've been getting some really weird answers with that. B times what gives me 1b? So b times something gives me 1b. Just 1. 1. B times what gives me 7b? 7. That's all we're looking for. So we have b plus 1 times b plus 7. So let's write that up here. B plus 1 times b plus 7. And if you weren't very confident, you could go back and multiply and check yourself. I'm not going to. It's set equal to 0. We need to solve. B plus 1 equals 0. B plus 7 is 0. Minus 1 minus 1. Minus 7 minus 7. So b is negative 1. B is negative 7. So remember, we're just going to negative 7, negative 1. Okay, once again, I'm writing those least to greatest, but I don't care which order you write them in as long as you can get those two answers. Number 26, same idea, factoring our ACB chart, A, B, C. A is 1. So A times C here is 1 times negative 12. B is 4. We want two numbers to multiply to get negative 12 and add to get 4. Now, some of us are not as good as others, so we're going to start, let's just say 1 and 12. There is no way to get 4 from 1 and 12. 2 and 6, it's probably going to be 2 and 6. 3 and 4, okay, it's probably not going to be 3 and 4. So 2 and 6, negative 2 plus 6 is positive 4. Okay, make your little Punnett square box. Remember we said the top left corner is ax squared and the bottom is c. So here ax squared is n squared and c is negative 12. So n squared, negative 12. Those are the things that go in here. Negative 2n, 6n. Okay? N times what gives me negative 2n? Negative 2. N times what gives me 6n? 6. It's just a multiplication chart. N times 6 is 6n. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. You can check, do they all work? N minus 2 times n plus 6 is 0. N minus 2 equals 0. N plus 6 is 0. Add 2, add 2. N is 2 here. Okay, we got two answers. N equals negative 6 and 2. Make sure you're putting them in the little squiggly brackets. Okay, number 27. My bad, guys. Number 27. There's no real solution. Seeing as we hadn't done that yet, up till this point, we're just going to leave number 27 as no real solution. Sorry about that.